There are many things which matter.
The intersection of various points of oppression matters.
Listening to one another in hardcore and punk rock about our feelings, thoughts, and emotions matters.
And remembering that we are part of a vibrant community that relies on one another for its strength and for its love and for its longevity matters.
Because there could never or should never be a time when a group of people who all feel the same way and who all essentially are the same way have to individually ask themselves while standing in a room with other people like them, am I alone? Am I alone? Am I alone?
That's how it feels to me. I hear a deafening echo when I scream, but I'm with you, and I know you're with me. Together we'll take on the fucking world. Straight edge. But if we look no further than that, each of us will only ever be a bystander.
Oh,
Fluffest consistently over the years is one of the most incredible places for people like us to gather and share ideas and passion and emotion. To be here is an honor, and we thank you all for watching our band very much.
I had very low expectations for the first Bystander tour, for this tour. I didn't know how people were gonna respond to us. I didn't know if people would care. I didn't know if people would be into finding out about the band.
The new record we recorded in the studio, and of course it was just done in bits and pieces, so it was me and Charles laying down drums and guitar.
We had never played most of the songs from the new record together. We just met up, had a talk about how we were gonna start the set, and then just went from there.
It kind of works out. I never thought I'd be in a band that would do that, but it works out. And as long as everybody's on the same page, you can do it. To play the biggest show you've played as a band and to have never played the songs that you're about to play before on stage in front of hundreds of people, I don't suggest it. Not high on the list of things to do as a band. So we had a chance to go to Cortex in Berlin, which was fantastic because it's one of those places that you see bands that you like mentioned on there. All the bands that we listen to, their records are sold through there. And getting to meet David from Cortex was awesome. Super friendly guy. And the fact that he was able to help us out with some records, bonus, because we didn't anticipate we were going to sell every record that we brought with on the first day.
That last song was a song called How Far Have We Come? And How Far Have We Come is really about us and what we create here and this feeling we have and the sense of hardcore, punk rock, what have you. And the question that we should be asking ourselves is not how satisfied we are, but how much more there is to do.
One of the things that Greg talks about every night is how amazing these spaces are when really it's just four walls, a ceiling, a floor, just like any other room anywhere. But when we come together for these moments, for these shows, it really turns into something beautiful and incredible and fun.
I feel like I actually made real friends as opposed to just kind of acquaintances as we play a show and say, thanks, good night, you know, that people that I'll stay in touch with. And I think that's probably the most valuable thing that I'll take away from it.
Until the end, I will be
We played a small club in Geleen in the Netherlands, a 110 capacity club with Slapshot. We didn't know if it was going to be their crowd, certainly didn't anticipate it being our crowd, but could never have expected it was going to be everybody's crowd. You know, it's not like they knew all of our lyrics, but they were present for the things we were saying from the stage and for the energy that we all brought from the stage to the audience. So that was a really great night. Like lots of new friends, lots of great energy, and the club they were overwhelmingly generous to us.
What cooler thing can someone do than go to another country with some of your closest friends and play this crazy music and, you know, just have a blast. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Highlights of the tour have been, of course, playing every night with basically my best friends, meeting new friends, really connecting through punk rock and hardcore.
It's been fantastic to be in Europe again and get to spend so much time with people that I rarely get to see that are across the ocean.
When I think about this tour and I think about the members of the band, I think that the friendships amongst us have come together in a way that has been deeply meaningful to me. This is the most amount of time we've spent together. So to realize over the course of the last week how much we genuinely care about one another as band members and friends has been incredible. It's felt like a team.
I can't picture doing it with a more fun and easygoing group than we had. I don't think that we had one conflict during the entire trip, which is unheard of. I think it just kind of speaks to how much fun everyone's having.
Today is special because it's my birthday, and it's our last tour, or last show of our tour.
Redo that.
Yeah, sorry. I'm getting all choked up already.
Why?
I love you guys.
It's okay.
I'm going to cry. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marky.
My favorite part of the tour was the response that our band got as our band, not as any of our previous bands, but as its own entity. I had very low expectations going into the tour. I didn't think it was going to go well, but instead, response has been unbelievable, and we have been our own band and coming into our own identity as a band, and it's really meaningful.
My favorite thing is mainly oriented to you three. Obviously you're included in this, but since you already toured Europe, for me, I always thought it was such a crazy thing the first time I got to come over here because of hardcore, that songs like I fucking wrote in my garage or a basement or a living room or a bedroom somehow catapult you across an ocean, and you get to play to kids that literally speak a different language. And to get to experience your first European tour with you guys and see, like, especially having toured with like Expired Youth and stuff so long ago, and then think, holy shit, we're in Europe together 15 years later in our own band, is just so fucking wild to me. Where it's like at 14 years old when I booked Trial in like a fucking sweaty warehouse, like I had no idea we'd ever talk again, much less be in a band together that is traveling multiple other countries. It's been a fun experience for me to get to introduce you guys to kind of what Dan was saying, like the good people that I got to meet in Europe, and now everyone gets to know them and everyone gets to know Ava. And that's a big deal. I think it's a really unique experience for us to have.
When we were in Cologne the other day, Chad and I were walking behind you guys, and Chad was marveling at the church. He was just standing there like staring into the sun at it, marveling. And when he walked over to me, I said, we wrote 12 songs. That's all we did. We wrote 12 songs together, and now we get to be here looking at this crazy church. How insane is that? It's just, it's too good.
Yeah, sometimes when we're playing, I'll see people that are like connecting with what you're saying, or I see people that I can tell don't understand English well enough to get what you're saying. I'm just like, this is fucking insane that we're over here. Like, we're super lucky. I don't know how many bands like in the Chicago hardcore scene that just like we're flash in the pan, put out a record, and then never did anything else. I mean, it's crazy.
It's interesting you say that, because last night in Karlsruhe, my experience when people started dancing and running back and forth and nodding their heads and bobbing their heads to the musical parts was how much I appreciated you guys for the music that causes the reaction in the people, right? So you're seeing it through the people's reaction when I'm speaking, but I see it through the reaction when everyone's rocking out to like a song called like The Distance, a song that like generates this head bob type of thing. I get stoked because of the response of the people to the music, so it's pretty cool.
I've known Greg for, I believe it's 22 years. Charles I've known for 15, 16 years. Shark and I have been playing in bands together almost consistently for 15 years.
18.
18?
Yes.
18 years. I could never have imagined, like 22 years ago when I met Greg at Trial, that one day we'd be playing in a band together, and we'd be sitting in a van in Europe, and I'd be, married, I have kids, I'm in my late 40s. Like, that would never be something I would think is in the cards. And I think a lot of us might feel that way. It's just, a lot of people think it's a young kid's game, and to some respect it is. So we're very blessed. We're able to do this at this ripe old age of 29.
You have got really good response for unknown band, like a lot of people don't know Chad, don't know Marky, don't know Sharp, but you're our people, and they are super stoked about how you play the show, and they really want you back. I will miss you for sure. But yeah, I feel really appreciated.